ladies and gentlemen. Love, the very essence of our existence, is not a straightforward path. It winds, ebbs and flows like a river, carving its way through landscapes of emotion, thought, and connection. Yet amidst its complexity there lies a simple truth: for love to thrive, there must be space, room for growth, understanding and respect. Today I wish to speak about something profound: why men need you to step back in order to love you. It begins with the idea of emotional growth. Men, as much as women, require time and solitude to process their emotions. They need the silence of reflection, the quiet to hear their own hearts. By stepping back, you grant them the gift of this space, a space where their feelings for you can deepen, grow, and solidify. Then there is the matter of independence. A man, much like a tree in a forest, needs his roots to find their own depth. He cannot stand tall if he is overshadowed or over-supported. When you allow him to retain his autonomy, you don't diminish his love, you enrich it. For it is in freedom that he can choose you, not out of obligation, but out of genuine desire. Let us not forget the dance of pursuit. Nature has imbued men with an innate need to chase what they value. When you step back, you allow him the opportunity to pursue you, to feel the thrill of the chase. In that pursuit, his connection to you grows stronger, and his affection becomes a conscious choice rather than an unconscious response. In stepping back, you also convey trust and respect. Trust that he is capable of meeting you halfway. Respect for his ability to contribute meaningfully to your partnership, and in doing so, you invite him to rise to the occasion, to honor the faith you have placed in him. Finally, there is the undeniable power of absence. Absence, when not drawn out, does not diminish love, it amplifies it. It sharpens the edges of longing and makes the heart ache with appreciation. In stepping back, you create a void that only your presence can fill, reminding him of the unique light you bring to his life. This is not a call to disengage or to retreat into silence. No, it is a call to balance, to give love room to breathe and flourish, to trust that in your stepping back you are not losing him, you are giving him the chance to step forward. And when he does step forward, it will not be out of duty or fear of losing you. It will be because his heart has chosen to close that distance and meet you in love, respect, and understanding. Love, in its truest form, thrives on freedom: freedom to feel, freedom to grow, and freedom to reflect. Emotional growth is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, yet it is often misunderstood or overlooked in the whirlwind of togetherness. For men, this growth is not always immediate or easily accessible. It requires a unique rhythm and space to unfold. By stepping back, you provide a vital environment for this process to occur naturally, without force or expectation. Men, like anyone else, need time to process the emotions that arise in a relationship. The societal narratives often imposed on them, ones that encourage stoicism and restraint, can make emotional expression a layered and challenging experience. When you step back, you are not withdrawing your affection or care, you are offering him the time and solitude necessary to sort through his thoughts, fears, and hopes. It is in these moments of quiet that he can begin to understand his feelings, not just for you, but also for himself. This space is not a void or a vacuum, it is fertile ground for growth. Just as seeds need soil, water, and sunlight, emotions need reflection, understanding, and clarity. When a man is given the opportunity to sit with his emotions, he can begin to identify their roots. What does he feel? Why does he feel it? What does this mean for the relationship he is building with you? These are not questions that can be answered in the midst of constant interaction or unrelenting closeness. They require the stillness that stepping back can provide. Moreover, space fosters authenticity and emotional connections. When a man is given room to process and grow, his emotions for you become genuine and unfiltered. He is not reacting to external pressures or the immediate demands of the relationship. Instead, he is responding from a place of clarity and intention. This authenticity becomes the foundation for a deeper, more resilient bond. Love born out of understanding and self-awareness is far more enduring than love born out of obligation or impulse. Stepping back also sends a powerful message that you trust him to navigate his emotional world. This trust is transformative. It allows him to feel seen and respected, rather than judged or constrained. When a man senses that you respect his need for space, it does not create distance, it brings him closer. He feels safe to be vulnerable, knowing that he is not being rushed or coerced into revealing parts of himself he may not yet fully understand. There is also an often overlooked aspect of self-love in this process. By stepping back, you create a parallel opportunity for yourself to reflect on your own emotions and needs. Relationships are a two-way street, and your emotional growth is just as essential as his. In giving him space, you also grant yourself the freedom to reconnect with your individuality, your passions, and your sense of self. This mutual growth enriches the partnership, creating a dynamic where both of you can bring your best selves to the table. The magic of stepping back lies in its paradox. It feels like you are moving away, but in reality you are setting the stage for deeper connection. By giving a man the room to grow emotionally, you are helping him to build a stronger foundation for his love for you. This is not about playing games or manipulating outcomes, it is about honoring the natural rhythms of emotional development. True love cannot be rushed or forced, it must be allowed to grow organically, like a river carving its path through stone, strong and enduring. In the end, stepping back is an act of faith, both in him and in the relationship you are nurturing together. It is an acknowledgement that love is not about holding on tightly, but about letting go with confidence. And in that letting go, you give him the gift of space, the space he needs to not only love you, but to love you fully, deeply, and authentically. Independence is the cornerstone of individuality, and its value cannot be overstated in a relationship. For men, maintaining a sense of independence is not just about physical freedom or personal hobbies, it is about preserving their identity, their sense of self, and their ability to contribute meaningfully to the partnership. When you allow a man the space to be independent, you are not pushing him away, you are creating an environment where his love can thrive, unburdened by the weight of losing himself in the relationship. A healthy relationship is one where two individuals come together as whole and complete beings, rather than halves seeking completion. For men, independence is a vital aspect of that wholeness. It allows them to retain their sense of purpose, their passions, and their drive. When a man feels that he can pursue his ambitions, cultivate his interests, and maintain his personal autonomy, he is more likely to bring his best self into the relationship. This independence does not diminish his love for you, instead, it enhances it. It makes his love intentional and deliberate, a choice made from a place of freedom rather than necessity. Allowing a man his independence also communicates a powerful message of trust and respect. It tells him that you see him as a capable, self-reliant individual, someone who can stand on his own and still choose to stand beside you. This respect fosters mutual admiration and eliminates the need for control or dependency. A man who feels respected for his independence is far more likely to respect your boundaries and individuality in return. It creates a balance where both partners can coexist as equals, without one overshadowing or consuming the other. Independence also plays a crucial role in maintaining the spark of a relationship. When both partners have the freedom to grow and evolve as individuals, they bring fresh perspectives, experiences, and energy into the relationship. For men, this means that they can explore their world, take on challenges, and chase their dreams without fear of losing your support or love. This sense of freedom not only fuels their personal growth but also deepens their appreciation for the relationship. Knowing that you encourage and celebrate their independence makes them value the connection even more. Stepping back to allow independence is not about disengaging, it is about fostering a dynamic where dependence is replaced with interdependence. In such a relationship, both partners support and uplift each other while still standing strong as individuals. For men, this balance is essential. It allows them to feel that their role in the relationship is not just about meeting expectations, but about contributing meaningfully in a way that aligns with their authentic selves. When a man is granted the space to be independent, it also opens the door for emotional availability. Independence clears the clutter of feeling smothered or overwhelmed, replacing it with a sense of clarity and purpose. He is free to miss you, to appreciate the moments you share, and to feel a genuine desire to connect. This freedom transforms the relationship into something more profound, a union that is built on choice rather than obligation. Moreover, allowing independence strengthens the foundation of trust. It demonstrates your confidence in the relationship and in his ability to navigate life's complexities while still holding you close to his heart. This trust is transformative, creating a bond that is resilient and enduring. Independence does not mean absence, it means the ability to stand apart without drifting away, to walk separate paths that still lead to the same destination. Independence, when nurtured and respected, becomes a source of strength for both partners. For men, it is not just a luxury but a necessity, a space where they can flourish, grow, and bring the best version of themselves to the relationship. By stepping back and embracing the value of independence, you are not losing anything, you are gaining a deeper, more authentic connection, one built on trust, respect, and a shared commitment to love each other fully without losing sight of who you are as individuals. There is something inherently human about the desire to pursue what we value. It is a dynamic rooted in our instincts and psychology, a dance of attraction and commitment that keeps relationships alive and vibrant. For men, the act of pursuit is not just a romantic gesture, but a fundamental way of connecting deeply and meaningfully. Creating the space for pursuit, therefore, is not about playing hard to get or engaging in manipulation. It is about understanding this dynamic and allowing it to unfold naturally. When you step back and create room for pursuit, you allow a man the opportunity to actively choose you. This choice is crucial. It reinforces his sense of agency and helps him feel invested in the relationship. Love that grows out of genuine pursuit is stronger and more enduring because it comes from a place of conscious effort and intention. In contrast, when the pursuit is absent, relationships can sometimes lose their spark, feeling more like a routine than a shared adventure. The act of pursuit awakens a man's desire to contribute and engage. It challenges him to rise to the occasion, to prove not only to you but to himself that he is worthy of the connection you share. This challenge is not about competition or proving superiority, it is about tapping into a deeper sense of purpose and devotion. When a man feels that he has earned your affection, he values it more profoundly. The effort he puts into pursuing you becomes a testament to his commitment and dedication. Creating space for pursuit also allows a man to express his feelings in ways that are natural to him. Men often communicate their love and appreciation through actions rather than words. When given the opportunity to pursue, they show their care through gestures, planning, and acts of thoughtfulness. These actions not only deepen their connection to you, but also help them articulate their emotions in ways they might otherwise struggle to express. This space is not about withholding affection or creating unnecessary distance. It is about fostering a healthy balance. When you give a man room to pursue you, you maintain an air of mystery and individuality that keeps the relationship exciting. This does not mean being inaccessible or aloof, it means being secure in yourself, confident in your worth, and allowing the relationship to unfold naturally. The pursuit also allows for a dynamic of reciprocity. When a man feels encouraged to pursue, he is more likely to recognize and appreciate the moments when you step forward. This back and forth creates a rhythm in the relationship, a balance where both partners feel valued and seen. It ensures that the relationship is not one-sided but a mutual effort where both individuals are invested in maintaining the connection. Moreover, creating the space for pursuit can reignite passion and enthusiasm, even in established relationships. Over time, routines and familiarity can sometimes dull the initial excitement of a partnership. By stepping back and allowing the pursuit to re-enter the dynamic, you invite your partner to re-engage, to rekindle the fire that brought you together in the first place. This renewed pursuit is not about recreating the past, but about finding new ways to connect and appreciate each other. At its core, creating space for pursuit is an act of trust. It requires faith in the relationship and in your partner's ability to step forward. It is a reminder that love is not about holding tightly, but about allowing space for the other person to move freely toward you. This trust is empowering for both partners, reinforcing the idea that the relationship is built on mutual respect and shared intention. Ultimately, the space for pursuit is not a void but an invitation. It is an opportunity for a man to step into his role as a partner, to show his devotion and commitment in ways that feel meaningful and authentic to him. By allowing this space, you are not stepping away from the relationship, you are stepping into a dynamic that keeps love alive, passionate and enduring. It is a reminder that love is not a race to the finish, but a journey, a pursuit that both partners embark on together, each step bringing them closer to a connection that is deeply fulfilling and profoundly real. Trust and respect form the bedrock of any meaningful and enduring relationship. Without these elements, love becomes fragile, vulnerable to the storms of insecurity and doubt. For men, trust and respect are especially vital, as they serve as affirmations of their role and worth within the partnership. By stepping back and creating space, you send a powerful message that lays the foundation for these essential qualities to flourish. When you step back, you demonstrate trust in a man's ability to navigate the relationship without constant oversight or intervention. This trust is not about relinquishing your own needs or expectations, it is about believing in his capacity to meet you halfway. Men, like anyone, need to feel that they are seen as capable, dependable, and deserving of faith. When you give him the space to take responsibility for his actions and decisions, you empower him to rise to the occasion, to act in ways that reflect his commitment to you and to the partnership. Trust is also closely tied to vulnerability. By stepping back and showing trust, you make a silent yet profound statement: I believe in you, and I believe in us. This act of faith invites a man to lower his guard and engage with you on a deeper emotional level. When trust is present, a man feels safe to open up, to share his fears, dreams, and insecurities without the fear of judgment. This safety fosters a connection that is not only stronger, but also more authentic, allowing both partners to be their true selves within the relationship. Respect, on the other hand, is the acknowledgement of a person's individuality, autonomy, and worth. By stepping back, you show respect for a man's need for space and independence. You honor his right to explore his own identity and pursue his passions, even within the context of a relationship. This respect is not about distance, it is about balance. It is about recognizing that while you are a team, you are also two individuals with your own lives, goals, and desires. Respect also manifests in the way you respond to his efforts and decisions. When a man feels respected, he is more likely to invest himself fully in the relationship. He feels valued not just for what he does, but for who he is. This recognition fuels his desire to reciprocate that respect, creating a cycle of mutual appreciation that strengthens the bond between you. Stepping back to build trust and respect does not mean withdrawing completely or creating emotional distance. Instead, it means giving the relationship room to breathe. It means allowing your partner to show up for you without feeling pressured or micromanaged. Trust and respect are not built in moments of control, they are built in moments of freedom. When both partners feel empowered to make choices that reflect their commitment to the relationship. When trust and respect are present, challenges become opportunities for growth rather than sources of conflict. A man who feels trusted and respected is more likely to approach difficulties with honesty and openness. He knows that he does not need to hide his mistakes or vulnerabilities because the relationship is a safe space where he can be himself. This transparency creates a deeper level of intimacy, one that cannot be achieved through constant closeness or oversight. In addition, trust and respect have a way of reinforcing each other. When you trust a man, you give him the chance to earn your respect through his actions. Similarly, when you show respect, you build his confidence and encourage him to act in ways that strengthen your trust. This positive feedback loop creates a relationship that is resilient, balanced, and deeply fulfilling for both partners. Ultimately, building trust and respect through stepping back is about seeing the relationship as a partnership of equals. It is about recognizing that love is not about control or dependency, but about empowering each other to grow and thrive. By trusting and respecting a man, you give him the tools to love you more authentically, to meet you in a space of mutual understanding and appreciation. And in doing so, you create a bond that is not only unbreakable but also profoundly enriching for both of you. Absence has a unique and often underestimated power in relationships. It may seem counterintuitive to suggest that being apart can bring two people closer, but it is precisely in the moments of distance that appreciation, longing, and connection can deepen. For men, the power of absence lies in its ability to magnify their feelings, clarify their priorities, and rekindle their sense of devotion. It is not about creating separation for the sake of it, but about allowing the relationship to breathe, giving both partners the space to reflect and grow. When you step back, even briefly, you create a space where a man can begin to miss you. This longing is not a sign of weakness, it is a natural and necessary part of emotional connection. Absence sharpens the edges of love, making a man more aware of your importance in his life. In the quiet moments when you are not physically or emotionally present, he has the chance to reflect on what you mean to him. The little things, your laughter, your kindness, your presence, become more vivid and valuable in their absence. Absence also allows for clarity. In the constant closeness of daily interaction, it can be easy for feelings to become muddled or taken for granted. A brief distance provides the opportunity to step back and see the relationship from a new perspective. For a man, this can mean recognizing the depth of his emotions and understanding the unique role you play in his life. It is in these moments of solitude that he can reconnect with his feelings, not out of obligation but out of genuine realization. Moreover, absence challenges complacency. Relationships, especially long-term ones, can sometimes fall into a routine where the excitement and passion of the early days begin to fade. When you step back, you disrupt this routine in a way that reignites interest and enthusiasm. It reminds a man that love is not something to be taken for granted, but something to be nurtured and cherished. The temporary distance becomes a wake-up call, urging him to value what he has before it is lost. Absence also creates space for growth, both individually and as a couple. For men, this means having the freedom to focus on their goals, passions, and personal development without feeling confined or overly dependent. This independence does not weaken the bond, it strengthens it. When a man has the opportunity to grow as an individual, he brings more to the relationship, a stronger sense of self, renewed energy, and a deeper appreciation for the connection you share. The power of absence lies not only in what it does for the one experiencing it, but also in how it affects the dynamic of the relationship. When you step back, you give a man the chance to step forward, to take the initiative and show his commitment. This act of stepping forward is significant because it is a choice, a deliberate effort to bridge the distance and reaffirm his feelings for you. Love that is freely chosen is far more powerful than love that is constantly reinforced through proximity. Absence also strengthens emotional resilience. It teaches both partners that their connection is strong enough to withstand the temporary lack of physical or emotional closeness. For men, this is particularly impactful. It builds confidence in the relationship, showing them that love is not fragile or dependent on constant interaction, but is instead a steady force that endures even in moments of distance. Finally, absence amplifies reunion. The joy of coming back together after a period apart is unparalleled. It is in these moments that love feels renewed, as though the relationship has been given a second wind. The power of absence lies in its ability to make every reunion feel like a fresh beginning, a chance to reconnect and rediscover the depth of your bond. In the end, absence is not about creating a void, but about giving love the room to grow and evolve. It is a reminder that connection does not diminish with distance, it deepens. For men, this space is an opportunity to reflect, to cherish, and to choose you all over again. And when they do, it is with a heart that is fuller and a love that is more profound because of the time and space you allowed for its flourishing.